Hey everyone, welcome one, welcome all, and welcome back if you're not new. And today I have a few messages for the collective that tune into my channel, those that resonate with darker underworld energies. This message for you. So I drew some cards, and the overall message I'm getting for the collective is that you've been wearing a mask. You've been hiding your I want to say you've been hiding your true power level, um uh concealing just how intuitive and just how psychically gifted that you might be, and just concealing your creative gifts. Because I have the mask card, duality, protection, and caution upright. Some of you have been going throughout life pretending to be normal, pretending um, that you don't experience certain things, uh, you know, that most normal people do. You probably don't talk a lot about your um, mediumship abilities or your encounters with the supernatural or the paranormal. Um, and you do this as a way of protection. This mask hide our faces. They hide our fears. They hide, what we're really thinking. You can't see the face behind the mask. Can't even see its eyes. So a lot of you may have been, may have thought that this was a way to, protect yourselves when, growing up, you didn't want to feel like ridiculed or seen as weird, or, uh, you know, didn't want to be seen as weird or crazy if you talked about your spiritual gifts, your certain premonitions that you may have had, because not everyone would be, cool with it. Not everyone would understand what it would be like to live in your shoes. Because I have the Maestro card, Master of Inspiration, Understanding, Community, Ingenuity. This is where the understanding comes in. You're understanding more about yourself and about your abilities. And on the other hand, you also understand that not everyone around you is ready to hear what you have to say. But in this lovely age of the internet, this lovely age of social media, it's becoming easier for you to reach out and find community amongst people that share similar stories to you, share similar gifts, so you feel less alone. There's a certain validation you find when meeting people like you that experience the same things that you do. Getting a lot of leadership energy, a lot of just unconventional wisdom. Uh, yeah, it's giving trailblazer for sure. Some of you may have certain opinions on the occult spaces, on occult topics that are completely, different from what you would hear in the status quo of the spiritual communities. We have trust the universe, sideways. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Have faith and breathe. So this is a transitional period that you're going through when beginning to trust in your abilities and the overall universe. You've been honing your gifts and you've been very quiet about it. You don't talk about your process a lot when it comes to honing your gifts, and some of you may be practicing. You may be practicing witches, conjurers, but you've been working on having more faith in yourself and your abilities and the universe as a whole. Invigorating your willpower to make sure you can manifest your goals in life. Having more faith that everything will work out. I saw 555 on the timer of my camera. Because through these double doors of spirit, you have the potential to commune with the universe on a deeper and more intimate level. But there's a part of you that kind of shuts yourself away. Again, that hiding of your power level, that concealing of your gifts as a way of protection. Sometimes you have to have a mask off moment to, further commune deeper with your spirit guides and the universe in general. To know that you'll be safe, that you'll be protected, that no harm will come to you. Because we have the Prince in reverse. Sorrow, lost valor, serendipity. Some of you may have had bad experiences in the past, but you're not letting that grief, that fear, that sorrow get in the way of you expanding your horizons more when it comes to elevating your gifts, whether it be, spiritual gifts or creative gifts, what have you. You're no longer going to be trapped in your head. Because I see this man, his head is mostly on fire. Kind of reminds me of Morgoth from like the Lord of the Rings or Sauron. If any of you like, the Lord of the Rings or the Silmarillion, those franchises from Tolkien, this could be a confirmation that this message could be for you. But yeah, you're getting rid of this grief. You're getting rid of this hidden sorrow that may have been clouding your intuition, this hidden fear that's been, just trying to consume your thoughts when it comes to further deepening your gifts, reaching out and finding a community that has similar, that shares a similar outlook on the occult as you do, finding your true spiritual path. You're getting rid of this fear and anxiety. Some of you may have procrastinated on reaching out and finding, your soul tribe or mentors that can help you on your spiritual journey. But you're beginning to learn that you don't have to be overly cautious when it comes to meeting people. Like the overly cautious nature is from the fear, from the anxiety. So let's get some other cards for messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. What other messages do we have for the collective today? Any more clarifying messages? For this spread. Okay. Got strategy, failure, and trauma sideways. So, confirmation, some of you may have had traumatic experiences in the past when it comes to yeah, we've got the exile. Yeah, some of you may have had traumatic experiences in the past when it comes to uh, talking about your, creative goals or your psychic experiences. Whether you've found that people were just they just couldn't understand or wrap their heads around why you do the things you do, or you try to join communities and it just wasn't right for you. Probably a lot of drama. You're working through those fears and those anxieties now. Because we have Osiris, the commitment, acquisition, and responsibility card upright. You're taking this path. You're committed to learning and elevating your gifts. That's confirmation. You are taking responsibility for yourself, and know that at the end of the day that you're the only one that you can control. You're the only one that, when it comes to your health and your well-being, that responsibility is in your hands. So you will do what's necessary to heal and to grow and to learn. Some of you may be called to work with Egyptian deities, whether it be Sekhmet, Anubis, Osiris. Some of you are very committed to this path of making progress with your abilities, of possibly being a spiritual teacher in your own right. That leadership energy, that trailblazer energy. What's another closing message for the collective for a moment's joy? Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. Okay, so since you're going throughout this, this path of evolving, spiritually evolving, don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to have fun on this path. It doesn't have to always be overly serious. It doesn't have to be overly serious. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. And if something like, zaps your energy or steals your joy, it's probably not meant for you. So remember to have fun, to find moments of levity, of lightheartedness. Remember to laugh. Have, this is why community would be important to your journey. You having an understanding community that resonates with you. Because the spiritual path while it can sometimes be very solitary, it could also be, very exhausting if you don't know how to properly recharge your energy levels. And in order to properly recharge your energy levels, you have to find things that recharge you and that bring you happiness and joy. Whether it be surrounded by your friends that make you laugh, or, retaking up a hobby that just brings you peace and joy in your spirit, in your soul. Remembering to find the joy within this path, that will be important when it comes to taking off the mask and, instead of hiding your intuition and your interests in the occult and supernatural, or your interests in certain unconventional art, whatever, it's good to find a community that brings you joy, or find hobbies that bring you joy. Like all work and no play makes someone a dull, you know, that phrase, all work, no play makes someone a dull girl or boy. So remember, have fun. So that's the messages I have for the collective today. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye.